A very warm welcome to the Super Saturday debate with me, Akanksha Swaroop. Angry fans vandalized Salt Lake Stadium and a complete breakdown of law and order. Lionel Messi's Kolkata visit was indeed a messy one, to say the least. The reason? Messi's brief appearance at Salt Lake Stadium left many fans upset. Why? Because the VIP dignitaries and politicians surrounded Messi, robbing fans of a glimpse of their favourite footballing legend. Remember, thousands of these fans had paid up to 45,000 rupees per ticket. Their anger turned to chaos and vandalism. As a result, the situation quickly spiraled out of control. While the West Bengal-based sports organizer Shatadru Datta has been arrested, remember, Messi is on a 3-day visit to India as part of the GOAT tour. So the chaos in Kolkata has sent some apprehensions about Messi's India tour as well. But as the Argentine legend arrived in Hyderabad for the second leg of the India tour, viewers, it's been all joy and non-chaotic so far. Contrast the Salt Lake Stadium visuals of utter chaos to the Rajiv Gandhi International Cricket Stadium in Hyderabad. This, by the way, is where Leo also played football with the Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy. It's in fact scenes of cheer and joy, as you can see on the right side of your screens. So how is it that Telangana managed to pull off a spectacular event unlike Bengal? Do note, the Trinamool government in Bengal, under the aegis of Mamata Banerjee, has distanced itself from the chaos, blaming private organizers for this mismanagement and mayhem, with the state sports minister Arup Biswas revealing that an investigation is on and he cannot comment anything beyond it. Key questions remain. Could this global embarrassment have been averted? And can the state government wash its hands off the security arrangements surrounding an event of this scale? And as the Bengal governor has pertinently raised a question, is this a black day for the sports-loving community in Kolkata? We'll be raising that question to our guests in just a bit.
Broken chairs, they have thrown bottles, they have thrown chairs, and people are very angry and they have come on the Maidan. So it's absolutely a mess.
We will take action and we have already detained the organizer.
Only the TMC government and administration is to blame. Nobody else is to blame. The fact is that this is causing global embarrassment to us.
Let's quickly bring in our guests today. I'm joined in by the spokesperson of Bharatiya Janata Party, Mr. Rohan Gupta. Also joined in by Professor Manojit Mandal, who is a political analyst, also supporting the Trinamool Congress. Many thanks to you, gentlemen, for joining in. Rohan Gupta, may I ask you to begin with, the All India Football Federation has already said that this was a private event organized by a private PR. And the organizer, as we all know, has been arrested. Mr. Arup Biswas, who is the state sports minister, has gone on to say that there's already an investigation and he cannot comment anything beyond it. Then why place the buck onto the state government? I think you're on mute. If you could please unmute yourself.
Give me 1 minute. So I think it is a international embarrassment for us. It's not about, putting the blame on the organization. If you see the visuals, he was surrounded by TMC leaders and TMC people. So, and that's what if you see social media, why people are angry is that he came for the fans and not for the TMC leaders. So that is the question here. How can you put blame on the organizer when he was surrounded by TMC leaders till the time he was on the ground? So I think this is really a huge embarrassment. The way football is heart of Calcutta and football is heart of India now. And Messi is not a small person. He's an international player. And when he comes to India, what kind of impression, he takes outside the India? So it's a big question mark on the way this government is run. And then it's a trailer. That the way they have surrounded Messi, the way they have used Messi for their personal context and all. I think this could have been avoidable. And they cannot put blame on the organization. It is a purely failure of state government and purely pressure of Mamata Banerjee, due to which this kind of incident has happened.
All right. Monajit Mandal, who will refund these angry fans? Who will pay for this kind of vandalism? And even if these fans are angry and they feel cheated, can they go scot-free for this complete collapse of law and order? And who was responsible for the security arrangement?
This has got nothing to do with the complete collapse of law and order. This has happened inside the stadium where a private party was organizing the event. The state government was only helping them. In fact, the person...
So the cops who are chasing down these fans, as I can see in those visuals, may I request my director please to flash those visuals on the screen. The cops, as you can see, are very much on ground. They are chasing these fans down. Is Mr. Datta responsible for these cops or the state?
You have come up with a preconceived mind not to allow me to speak.
Pardon
I can't help.
I just have questions which I am posing to
Then-
you.
then
If you
just-
cannot
just-
get
just
personal and
listen-
answer
listen
the
to the
questions,
answer.
Manojit Mandal.
I'm trying to answer the question, and you again come in.
No, you cannot say that this
kind
is
of
not
debate
a
is this?
law and order failure.
No, this is
Who
not
is
an order
allowing
failure.
these fans to get onto a state stadium and resort to such kind of vandalism, throwing bottles, and this is an international event?
First of all, this is not an international event. This is a promotional event. The person too, he did not come on his own volition. He was called in by a private party to raise fund for that business concern. This is not a match between Messi and some other parties. Please
All
do
right.
not talk about that. We all know how the sponsors were there.
All right, so
and
let's
he
not even
also-
talk about the
Yes,
vandalism,
they don't talk
the
about
tearing
that.
of posters,
not-
the tearing down of the
This is-
goalpost,
this
as we
is-
can
the
see.
police-
Do you?
the
Okay,
police-
I have a very basic question, Manojit Mandal. Do
you
you
have-
think
you
what's
can have 10
happening in
questions.
Salt Lake Stadium is normal behavior by any chance?
Who is saying this normal behavior? The police were chased, police were beaten up. DC of that particular region, Mr. Mahato was
Okay,
brutally
so
injured.
is this
And
not
that-
collapse of
what
law
is
and
your-
order? Is this not collapse of law and order?
The
You
collapse
have
of-
to
the
have
collapse-
some
there
cheek
is
to
no
say that
collapse
no,
of- there
everything
is-
was
there-
normal.
Yeah, if what you are doing in the TV studio is a collapse of decorum, it is also collapse of law and order. When you do not allow your guests to use a single sentence, if this is a collapse of decorum, this is
No,
also
I will
collapse
not
of law
have
and
you
order.
shame me into shutting up and not raise the right questions. Let me quickly bring in Rohan Gupta before you get ahead with those allegations. Rohan
I
Gupta,
pity
please.
you for this kind of
Yeah,
debate.
this is.
Sorry to
I'll
take
show
it
you
back.
one picture where he is surrounded by TMC leaders in the ground. One of the leader pushes him. He was to go to meet the fans. One of the leader pushed him back and ensured that he meets his supporters, and that's why people are angry. Absolutely, people of Kolkata are angry today on this government that even this event they are using for their political gain. How can they trust? And he's just saying that it's a failure of the organization. No, of the state government, because they wanted to use this event for their political gains and to ensure that Messi misses their supporters, not the common people. And still he's trying to say that this is not the failure of state government. People are really angry. Just see the social media, Mr. Monjit. I think apology is not enough, and TMC must introspect that each and every event cannot be converted for political gains. There is something beyond that. There is a spirit of sports, and for Kolkata would please their heart, and you have broken their heart today.
Manojit Mandal, I just want to know, why has Mamata Banerjee extended an apology to Messi then?
Because that is the graciousness of the chief minister.
Now that is the
Not
graciousness.
Unlike you do not know how to conduct a debate, so unkind and cruel.
No, please
to your
don't tell
guests.
me how to conduct a
Why?
debate. I would
Yes,
appreciate if you
know.
can
You do not
call
know.
a spade
And
a
this is the
spade and
last
answer the
last time on your
questions.
show. Had I known that you are anchoring, I would have
No,
come.
that is okay. Don't get personal over here, Professor Mandal. I'm
Well,
asking you,
you
what does
are-
it speak? It
asking the
also speaks of
question.
an onus of
If you
the
are
chief
asking the
minister in
question,
terms
you
of a
should have got to
responsibility.
listen to the answer. If you are asking the question, should have got to listen to the answer. That doesn't speak quite good about your show, madam. I've been on this channel for the last 9 years, even long before you came to this channel. So please allow me to speak.
Please go ahead.
Right?
Please go ahead,
When the
Professor Mandal.
when the chief minister is apologizing, that is the graciousness. Unlike what you do in your state. 3 days ago, 25 people were brutally charred in your state. The bridge collapsed even for 5 days ago. The bridge collapsed in Gujarat, and the same thing happened also in Bangalore. Nothing of that sort. Only the private parties were fixed up. Here also, accountability is fixed. Even if the politicians are responsible anyway, accountability will be fixed. But yes, look at this visual. Look at this visual. Who are these people who are chanting slogan? Look at this visual. You are showing visual. Who are these people chanting Joy Sriram on the field itself? Who are creating this mayhem? And apparently this is the epicenter of the problem, and the
Rohan
police is
Gupta,
looking into
please,
this.
would you like
Nonetheless,
to come up with a
nonetheless,
counter to that?
nonetheless, the chief minister has apologized.
I think this
And
is the
please,
only.
if you want to politicize,
No,
this is-
I'm
if
not
you want to politicize,
politicizing.
you are
I'm
also
not
responsible.
politicizing. Professor Mandal, you may want to show me down for raising pertinent questions, but the same Shatadru Datta who has been arrested today
Oh, he should have been
was
arrested.
responsible for
He should
the
have been
event in
arrested.
Hyderabad. Right?
He should have been arrested.
How is it
He should have
that
been
the
arrested.
event in Hyderabad is very much
I
in front
reply
of you?
that you are
Professor Mandal,
saying-
if you may
you
now
are
allow
saying
me
that the
time to
politicians
speak,
are- who
may
allowed
I
the- who
raise that
allowed the-
question?
who allowed
Professor
the
Mandal,
politicians-
this is
who allowed the
unfair.
politicians to
You
insult
really do
Mr.
not
Messi?
know how to
Who
conduct
allowed the
yourself with
politicians?
female
It is the
anchors.
organizer.
No, you
Why
do
did
not
the-
know
why
how
did
to
the
conduct
organizer-
yourself with female anchors. Please allow me to speak.
Who did-
Tell me, who was the organizer for the Hyderabad event, and how is it that the Hyderabad event has turned out to be such a spectacular event? How is it that Messi was able to even play football on the field and even join the Chief Minister Revanth Reddy?
You are not BJP spokesperson.
No, I'm
Don't
not.
try
I'm
to
asking you
hector me.
questions.
No,
Telangana
I
government
did
is not
answer.
BJP government.
Arey, you asked the
Telangana
question
government
politely.
is
You are
not
asking the
BJP
question
government,
to the
Professor
anchor.
Mandal.
You are asking-
Telangana
you are asking the
government
question.
is
You
not
are asking
BJP
the-
government.
you are asking-
Rohan
Doesn't
Gupta,
matter.
before I am
Does
accused
not
of being a
matter.
BJP
Does not
stooge, please
matter.
come and defend your case.
Does not matter.
This is why he is out of TMC because
Actually,
of
why
this
are you so
behavior.
angry?
Telangana
I don't
government is not a
understand.
BJP
Could not
Why are
government.
you so angry? You
No,
are-
Tell
why-
me,
why-
why is the
why-
Hyderabad
why-
event
why-
such a
why-
success?
why-
You have no
why-
answers.
Mr.
Why
Mandal,
are
I
you
am
so
angry
show
because
some
you are
respect.
digressing
What
from
are
the
you
moot
doing?
question, which is
I
how
am
is it
digressing.
that the
At least
Hyderabad
be
event,
polite.
which was
How do you
organized
have
under
that
the aegis of a
answer?
Congress government,
Why am I
been
digressing?
such a success?
Even being
you are
outside
scuttling my
TMC,
voice
you are
every
spoiling
other
their
day,
votes, Mr.
every other
Monjit.
second.
You do
you're
not
You are
have
not
a
helping
response. So
TMC
let's
with your
have
behavior.
Rohan Gupta.
Manjit Mandal, even being outside TMC, you are not helping them. You are killing their votes. जो बचे कुछ votes भी आपके behave at least be polite ना. When female anchor is there, why are you behaving like this?
down to 40
It is
this
quite
time.
visible.
I tell you,
It is quite
you'll be down
visible
to
that
40.
how
Mark
TMC
my
leaders
words.
are taking Messi
You
with
won't be
them.
able to-
It is
you
visible,
won't
and
be
why
able to
Mamata
even cross
Banerjee will
50.
apologize
You won't
if
be
it is
able to
not her
cross
mistake.
50.
Now
The
you are
people have
telling
called
that it
you
is
out.
organizers'
People
mistake,
have
and
called you
Mamata
out.
Banerjee
You
is
won't be able to
apologizing.
go 50
Then why
this
she is
time.
apologizing?
Mark my words.
Why will she
Mark my
apologize?
words.
Do you feel that
This
Mamata
will not
Banerjee
help
will
you.
apologize for not her
This will not
mistake?
help you.
No. So you have to
This will
admit
not
this.
help you.
When Mamata Banerjee has
And you will
apologized,
come down
you
to
should
40.
be humble on the
You
debate
come down to
rather
40
than
this
doing
time.
this insulting
Okay.
behavior.
Okay.
What kind of pathetic
Mr.
behavior
Mandal,
you
Come
are
down to
showing
40.
on the
may I
debate?
pose a question to
There is
you?
absolutely no
May I pose
humbleness
a
in your
question?
behavior.
Professor Mandal, may I pose a question to you? When the Karur stampede tragedy happened, or say, let's talk about what happened in Bengaluru as far as the RCB stampede was concerned, the first fingers are always raised at the state government with regards to collapse of law and order.
How many people were arrested for that mayhem killing of 12 people? How many people were arrested? How many people of Goa government arrested for killing of 25 people? You are saying this is a private hotel, so things were happening. How many government officials were arrested when the bridge collapsed in Gujarat and 25 people were killed? How many government officials were fixed responsibility? Show me the data. Have some shame. Here, this happened, and the chief minister has apologized. Police is looking into the matter, and they are like the difference. So if you have insular hatred towards Mamata Banerjee and the people of Bengal, that's your
There is a
problem.
question of hatred.
That's your
When
problem.
Mamata Banerjee is
Arey, you
apologized,
hate
why can't you be
us.
humble?
And people will reply,
Why you are
don't
not
worry.
humble?
You have forgot
When
what you have
Mamata
done with the
Banerjee has
people of Bengal.
apologized,
2
you
lakh
should have
crores,
simply
2
said
lakh
He
crores.
hates
Mamata
her,
Banerjee is
and you
apologized.
are indulging in Andi
You are
Bhakti.
reduced to 12 from 19. Have you forgotten what happened to 20 in 2024? You are reduced to 12 from 19
but Professor
and will be
Mandal,
reduced to 40
let's
from
calm
70.
the tempers down
Next
a
time
bit
around.
and take a
And mark
moment
my
to weigh
words.
in. Is it
Just
not
because of your hatred and because
your
of
question
nasty
on
politics
the
that you
Goa
play with the
government
people of
is very
Bengal.
valid. And every day, if you watch the show here on CNN News 18, we are raising questions with regards to the legality of the pub. How is it even
Absolutely.
allowed
If
to
you raise
function?
question,
Please
you
watch.
have to have the guts to
We raise the
listen to the
pertinent
answer.
questions, Professor Mandal, and that's why I'm asking you. whether it was Karur, whether it was Bengaluru, fingers were raised at the state governments there as well.
Fingers were
And
people
the
were
contrast
killed.
today is
How many
extremely
government officials
stark.
were arrested?
You
People
look
were
at the
killed.
visuals in
People
Hyderabad,
were
contrast
butchered.
that with
People were
Bengal. How is
charged.
it that
How
the
many
same
people were
organizers
arrested?
managed to
How
pull
many
off an
government
event in
officials were
Hyderabad,
arrested? How many-
but that did
how
not
many- how
happen
many
in Bengal?
ministers resigned?
Professor Mandal,
How many
okay, tell
ministers
me,
resigned in
would you
Gujarat?
have not
How many
questioned the
ministers
government's
resigned in Goa? How many ministers resigned in Bangalore? How many
when
ministers
Karur
resigned?
happened or when
How many-
Bengaluru
Hey,
happened?
show
Did
me
you
the-
not
show me the
question the state
results.
government?
Show me the results, madam. How many ministers resigned? How many heads rolled?
Rohan
When
Gupta, I
Gujarat
think it's
happened?
best you answer
And
that.
when Goa happened, how many ministers? How many?
See,
how many
again,
heads
again,
were
my
rolled?
point is very simple. When CM has apologized, we are doing this debate after her tweet. Mr. Manoj Mandal could have been humble enough saying that CM has already apologized. Yes, there is a mistake somewhere, and they
I
are
am
looking into it.
humble.
Why? Where
I
is the
have got
question of
every
being
right
getting
to
aggressive?
resist when you are
If
heckling
CS
me.
has not
I've got every
apologized,
right to
Mr. Mandal,
protest when you are
there is
heckling
no
me.
point in doing debate like
Right?
this, Mr. Mandal. When I'm
This is
talking
Bengal.
peacefully,
Mr.
let me
Mandal,
talk.
I'll
I am
urge
not
you.
doing
I'll
anything.
urge you. Let Rohan
I'm
make
just
a
making
point.
my points.
Mr. Mandal,
Allow me
I'll
to
give you
make my
time.
points.
I'll give you time.
I'm
Give
not-
him 1
I'm
minute
not
and I'll
telling
give
you
you another
anything.
minute. All right, Mr. Mandal, are
I'm-
you okay with that? Rohan, please go ahead and then I'll take a rebuttal.
I am making a very simple point. Something has happened where CM herself has apologized. We should respect that. If there is a debate, it's a simple, yeah, there is a mismanagement due to whatever reason. You are looking into it. You have arrested a person. CM apologized. That's it. Why you are getting aggressive on those issues where CM herself has apologized? It's not a political issue anymore. When she has apologized, it's done. But then by doing all these things, you are still, killing the TMC votes which are left. The visuals are very clear. It is a mismanagement. There were TMC leaders who are trying to take him with their supporters for photographs and all. People are angry. You can see the visuals. And now, after CM has apologized, why you are defending it? Is there any point, Mr. Manoj? There is no point. We have to do healthy debate sometimes. We don't have to fight all the time when visuals are clear and CM has already, apologized. After the same thing, the same event is happening in Hyderabad. Same organizer is there. So obviously it's some mismanagement somewhere. You have to introspect and answer the people of Calcutta rather than doing all these things on debate. There is no point in insulting a female anchor just for the sake of making your point. No, that's not correct. It's not that it is because of Akanksha. We have to maintain some dignity towards, they are doing their work. We have to respect them personally also. It's not about Congress, BJP or anybody. But we cannot miss personal respect for anybody saying that you are this and that. No, that's absolutely not right. We must introspect that whenever we are coming in debate, we are representing our family, our culture, our party. By behaving like this, we are insulting everybody. Please don't do that. This is my humble request to you.
Okay. So, Professor Mandal, just one quick rebuttal from you and just a response on what do you, according to you, explains the anger of the fans on the field today.
First of all, I was humble and I know how to conduct myself. But if you heckle me, I will have.
No,
have
nobody's
every right
heckling
to
you.
hit
Let's
back.
go ahead with the response. I would really appreciate a quick
yourself,
response because we
Madam,
have very short time.
Go to
Professor
go
Mandal,
to your
I'm
home
urging
and
you, please
put
answer
your hand
why
here
are
and
these
say
fans
that
angry?
How you allow BJP spokesperson to speak uninterruptedly? He's repeating the same thing. You do not interrupt, and when I utter a 10-second sentence, you come in. This is heckle. This is heckling. This is interruption.
Go
This is
ahead,
muzzling
go
of the
ahead.
voice.
Go ahead.
And if you muzzle my voice, I will hit back. That's the way I conduct myself. If you
Why
don't
are
like,
fans
then
angry?
don't call me.
Why are fans angry?
I'm not angry. The fans are angry because the genuine fans could not see Messi. And that's why there is an order from the chief minister, from the DG to refund their money. Howsoever,
Why
how
couldn't
much
they
money
see
they have.
Messi?
Sorry?
Why couldn't they see Messi?
That's what people are inquiring into. If this is because of VVIP culture, if this is because of the organizer, definitely that will be inquired into. But
Which
yes,
culture?
apparently,
Which culture did you refer to?
VVIP culture,
VVIP
madam.
culture.
If you're too angry on me, you won't be able to listen.
No, I'm not
So,
angry at all. If you can
please play a
drop
bipartisan
the
role as an
sarcasm and
anchor.
stick to facts. All right, getting in some breaking inputs right now. What we are being told is that the governor, C.V. Ananda Bose, has been barred from going ahead with an inspection of the Salt Lake Stadium in Kolkata. Bengal governor has in fact raised questions on the entire event that took place, which was extremely mismanaged, the chaos that in fact cropped up. He's raised some very pertinent questions. Remember, this is also after he sent out some very stern directives in terms of how those fans who paid for their tickets, whopping amounts up to 45,000 rupees, deserve to be refunded. Who will take the onus and responsibility for reconstructing the stadium, which has been severely damaged? But more importantly, he's been denied entry inside the stadium. Let me quickly take that forward with Professor Mandal. But before I, in fact, go across to him, let's also listen in to what C.V. Anandabose had to say.
The authorities were informed well in time through the protocol. Authorities means the police as well as the district administration. My ADC was requested to bring the governor to this particular gate. There will be persons to open it. I'm waiting here for some time. Nobody picks up the phone from among the higher authorities in government. If this is the way, I don't attribute this deliberate. It may be by default or by design. I'm yet to decide on that. But if this is an attempt to camouflage the truth, that will never happen. Also, I want an explanation from the authorities. I order an explanation from the authorities why this happened.
All right, let's quickly go across to Rohan Gupta of the BJP, who continues to stay with us. So, Mr. Gupta, there have been calls for an independent judicial inquiry by the leader of opposition, as well as, of course, even Shukanta Majumdar, Suvendu Adhikari, the leader of opposition, also calling in for that independent judicial inquiry. This statement that we are seeing coming in from the governor, is it only substantiating the need for an independent and fair inquiry?
Absolutely. See, this is a question of pride of the state. It is not political issue, Akanksha, according to me. It is a responsibility of state government where such an international dignitary is coming to your state and he's representing the sport which is very, very close to the heart of the people of the state. They should have been very, very careful. You shouldn't have allowed political people to surround him and, maybe not allow fans to meet him. That is the whole issue here. It's not why mismanagement, why fans got angry, because they didn't get chance to miss their star. That's the whole point here. So I think it requires a thorough investigation. And I think after CM has apologized, there is no question that it is not a mistake of ruling party. She has admitted it. Now, there has to be a thorough investigation that who are the people who are responsible for this kind of fiasco, because this spoils India's name on international level. These kind of stars, they don't, represent just one country. They present the whole world community of football. And, happening this in India on day one, I think, it requires a thorough investigation. It's not a small issue, according to me.
It indeed does require a thorough investigation, and especially the fact that we are seeing the very same event, in fact, pan out in Hyderabad and by the same organizers, and that's in fact been a complete success. So certainly it is much more than what meets the eyes, but I also want to ask you some key questions that still remain unanswered. And Professor Mandal, good to have you back. We just heard a statement come in from C.V. Anandabose, the Bengal governor. He has been denied entry from entering the stadium to inspect the law and order situation there. What are your thoughts in terms of his response?
I think that since there is a high-powered committee constituted by the Chief Minister, Mr. C.V. Anand Bose will be well advised not to, go there, because there is an investigation, high-powered investigation, which is being ordered by the executive, the highest executive authority in the state. So let us wait for the probe. What more, the Chief Minister has apologized to the friend. She could not reach the spot. I think. What do you expect more than that? And the Chief Mr. Anand Bose should, as he calls herself, the senior colleague in the cabinet, Mr. Anand Bose should respect the decision of the Chief Minister and wait for the probe to get over, and will come to know about what has happened, and that this thing should not be, repeated in future. As simple as that.
How would you respond to that, Rohan Gupta?
Governor says something. Obviously, he's the first citizen of the state. He has to be concerned. What is wrong in him going there and just seeing that what has happened? I don't see any reason why he should be stopped and he is not allowed to make the statement. He has every right as a first citizen of the state to make the statement. Again, I'm coming back to the core point. It requires a thorough introspection. It is not only question of TMC, it is a question of India's pride. Whether it is BJP, Congress, it is a pride of every Indian. It tarnishes our image on international level.
No, I
So we
totally
have to be
agree,
very
and it's
careful.
not just about.
Can I have a word on that?
Sure.
No, for God's sake, Mr. Gupta, please do not equate Mr. Messi with India's pride, right? There are bigger,
No,
bigger,
please don't
bigger.
divert.
No, hang on. No,
Please,
you're,
please,
that's what
please.
you're doing.
Don't
Repeat,
do it.
this
Don't
is
do
a
this.
private promotional event.
This is not the debate. You should go into it,
It's
right?
a no,
But
I know what
international
you're doing.
person
this
comes.
was
I know
also
what you're
about
doing.
whether or
You're
not
doing
India
it-
can play
you're doing
host
it
to
because of
international
political
legends
purpose,
like Lionel
but
Messi.
Could be. There are greater legends in India also. Please do not equate him with
But
India's
that does
pride.
not give the right for any kind of collapse of law and order. And
yeah,
having
that's
said
fine.
that,
That's
having
fine.
said that, I
That's
agree
fine, but
that this is not just the onus of the state government.
Because of this, India's
It is
pride is getting
also
knocked.
the
India's
onus
pride
of
is not that
each and
fragile.
every fan and Indian who was present in the statement that at the stadium. That doesn't mean that they can go scot-free with this and get away with this kind of vandalism and violence that has been displayed by them today. Many thanks to you, gentlemen, for joining in on the Super Saturday debate.